So hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about a very important topic from class 10th, that is human eye, and we are going to discuss this chapter. And first of all, we are going to study about human eye, and in this video, power of accommodation. So this is our diagram of human eye. So let us see some important points. So the outermost membrane of this human eye is called cornea. This is called cornea. What is the function of cornea? The function of cornea is, this is the foremost membrane through which light rays enter into the eye, right? It is the only membrane, the very first membrane through which light rays enter the eye, and this ray converges cornea converges the ray to this lens. Basically, this is called crystalline lens, right? This is our crystalline lens. We'll discuss about everything, right? And we can see one small dot over here. This is called pupil, right? So first I'll discuss about, first of all, the light rays come from this cornea, right? The function of the cornea is to pass the light ray to this crystalline lens, right? But before going to crystalline lens, light ray has to go to the pupil. And what pupil performs? Pupil do a very important function. What does it do? It regulates the amount of light entering into the eye. Amount of light entering into the eye. So it is very important function. Like, what does it do? From its size, it regulates the amount of size from entering into the eye. Like, if you go in a brighter room, the size of the pupil becomes very short because it needs very less light to come inside the eye. It needs less light, so it decreases its size. But if we went to a dark room, like where there is no light, so pupil will become very, very large in size. Why? So that more amount of light could enter into the eye. And over here we can see one important, pupil is increasing and decreasing its size with the help of this, basically this membrane. This is called iris. Iris is the function of iris is it helps to regulate the size of pupil. It helps the pupil to regulate its size, basically, right? Then we have talked about crystalline lens. So after from pupil, light enters from crystalline lens, and we can see the lens is in, and here we can see that this crystalline lens is in the shape of convex lens. So what is the function of convex lens? It is used to converge the rays. So what does this crystalline lens do? It used to converge the rays, so that image may form on this membrane. This is called retina. Right? The function of crystalline lens is to converge the rays so that image may form at retina, right? This is the function of crystalline lens. But sometimes we see that the object is near to us, sometimes we see that object is far to us, but every time it has to make an image at retina. So how it could be possible? Because it also increases and decreases its size, it increases and decreases its power with the help of this muscles. This is called ciliary muscles. With the help of ciliary muscles, what is happening? This lens accommodates its power so that it can form image on retina. ये अपने साइज को इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज कर लेता है with the help of ciliary muscles so that it can form image on retina. This is power of accommodation. This ability of this lens to adjust its focal length so that image may form on retina, right? So if image is not formed on retina, we will not be able to see the images clearly. Now here after this point is called blind spot. At this particular spot, what happens? Light rays, this is basically a blind spot, means where nothing is visible. After this, rays passes to the optic nerve and the message goes to the brain. In between, there is a jelly like material over here. it is called vitreous humor, right? Vitreous humor, which makes the medium alkaline, or which helps in absorbing the shocks basically. So this is our human eye. We'll just discuss it once more. First of all, light ray enters through cornea, it goes to the pupil regulates the size with the help of iris, then it goes to crystalline lens, which converges the images on the retina. And this is the ability of eye lens to adjust its lens so that image may form of retina is called power of accommodation. And this is what about us ciliary muscles, which helps lens to increase and decreases in its size, right? And this is blind spot, this is vitreous humor, which helps us to absorb the shocks, right? So this is for now. In the next video we'll discuss about more things.